Burnout is a word that has started to get the recognition that it deserves. Earlier, people used to think burnout is just another thing and it's just a word and it does not hold any significance. But we have realized as time has passed that burnout is an actual thing and it actually affects a human being much more than it is given the recognition. For me, was such a major thing that stopped me from being the person that I could be, created burnout in my life, and I was not able to get back on track because I did not understand what was happening to me. So it was a problem for me for the longest period of time, and these are some things that I have realized and changed. In this video, we are going to section it in 3 different ways. First is going to be how we can change the way we live so that this thing called burnout does not affect us anymore. The lessons that I learned would be the second section, and a live example that will help you to understand. So let's get started. Changing the way you live is whatever you are doing right now that is creating stress and burnout in your life, you need to change it. So, the first thing that you need to do is to slow down the things that you are taking so heavily and trying to finish it in a very short span of time. Slow down and do less. In this segment, it is more prominent that doing less is more. For an example, instead of juggling a lot of things at once, try and focus on one particular thing. Give it your everything, and that will help you achieve. So, when you talk about doing something in this segment, it's most prominent that you focus on the quality and not the quantity of whatever you are doing. The second thing would be saying no to people, things, situations, and whatever is not sitting in your life, right? Once you understand that saying no is really important, you also should understand where to say no. So, understanding your boundaries would be the next thing that you want to do. How do you understand your boundaries? By understanding yourself better. Understanding why you do some things the way you do it. So I personally felt journaling was something that helped me realize a lot of things about myself that I did not know earlier. Journaling about what makes me overthink, what makes me anxious, what makes me do certain things or react to certain things the way I react to. And once you go in that segment and journal, you will be able to uncover a lot more about yourself. So knowing yourself, knowing your boundaries, and knowing what sits right with you and what is a big no for you is something that you have to do. This is a process that starts with saying no, then you come to your boundaries, and then this where you heal yourself. You understand why you do certain things the way you do it, and this is going to be your physical, mental, and emotional well-being and healing. Most burnout happens because we are not aware of what we want, and that creates dissociative sort of a situation where you're not aligned and you're not feeling the things that you're doing. It feels empty, it does not align with you, and so healing the things that you have accumulated for past a number of years is something that you have to do. Massages or yoga is something that you can try. Meditation is something that you can try for the mind and emotional state. Journaling is something that you can try. These are the things that will help you heal in terms of understanding yourself better and to create a line, a specific boundary, and an outline of the things that you like and love. The lessons that I learned through trying to understand the feeling that I was feeling was one thing that I think everybody should do is to understand yourself better. Ask the questions about what do you do, why do you do it, and how it affects your mental state, how it affects your emotional state, anything, a place, situation, a person, anything that troubles you or triggers you. So you get them out of the picture that you have, because something that does not help you grow, something that does not align with whatever your achievements or whatever you want is something that is going to set you back and burden you. The next thing that I learned was a lot of times what happens is since our childhood, schools and a lot of social elements have triggered this thing in our brain and hampered it in our brain to have achievements equally aligned with whatever number you have scored or how you're doing academically. And that, I think, is something that is very miscommunicating for a lot of people. For some people, having good grades would not be considered as achievement for them. You must understand what do you consider as achievement and success in your brain and align yourself with that. Then only you will feel the happiness that you want to feel once you achieve something. Third most important thing that I learned was to find balance. In the current situation, everybody is completely on board about hustling. So being busy is something that is very trendy right now. I feel like taking rest, taking time for yourself, taking out some self-care time is essential to continue doing whatever you're doing. And like I said earlier, your quantity does not matter, quality matters in this segment. Having said that, you must understand that quality comes when you give it more time, more energy, and a clear mind. For clear mind, for you to process things and understand it better, you need some rest so that your brain can recuperate and rest, and then give you more ideas and more suggestions in terms of what works for whatever work you do, wherever you want to grow in any segment. Let's talk about an example now. For me, I'll take an example of myself. I wanted to be more free in my body so that I can move around freely. At some point, I was in a place where I could not feel comfortable moving around, and that created a lot of stress in my head. And I started thinking that I'll go to the gym 5 days a week and I'll break a sweat in the gym. 1 month I did that and I completely broke down. I would not get up, it wouldn't feel to go anywhere or do anything or anything at all. That you do not want. Find something that resonates with you. Understand what is happening within yourself. So what I did was journaled about what exactly is troubling to me in the gym, what is exactly the problem, and I came to realization that I did not like gym. The whole idea of gym is not something that is sitting right with me. I enjoyed running. And that came to me when I tried multiple different things. Realized that okay, running is something that I crave and I like. So that is what resonated with me, and I started doing that. And now I feel mentally, physically, and emotionally better. Anything that you want to do, it starts with you saying no, you understanding yourself better, you not overdoing, you're not overburdening your to-do list. Identify your stress points, identify what makes you anxious, identify and prioritize the things that help you rest and get better. All the things that help you motivate, all the things that help you stay in check, add those in your routines and try and do it more and more every day. So we have discussed that if you want to overcome burnout, you have to slow down, you have to understand yourself, you have to prioritize, you have to say no, you have to not overburden yourself with a lot of things in your to-do. Keep it short, keep it simple, but focus on the quality and not the quantity. You can let me know in the comments whatever problems you're facing right now, we can chat. Write down one small step that you will take to reduce the burnout. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.